Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. I'm going to sing to y'all since I didn't turn on any music yet. Let's see who we going to listen to. I think we're going to start out with some Beyonce. King already. Girl, bye. Obviously, I need to turn on Do Not Disturb. It's not what I wanted, but we'll rock with her. We will rock with her. My girl Erica. Peace and blessings, collective. How y'all doing? This week has been very interesting. This full moon in Aquarius we coming out of has been very interesting. All things interesting right about now. I'm getting ready to go and get me. Forgot the water bottle because the cat will clearly try to jump up here. 1 second. As soon as I did it, as soon as I said it, she did it. Ain't that some stuff? Man, my spirit be like on point. We're going to start off with some sage in this bad boy. Some sage burning. How y'all been? I know that there is no community in right now, or at least I can't see them if they are here. But you know how it is on Tuesdays, like that first 15 minutes is people popping in and out, and then people come and they stay. So we're going to get some time. So everyone who's getting ready to come and join. There's some sage burning. Sometimes it's hard. Peace and blessings. I'm there for some sound requests. Whoever's coming in. And I said sound, yes, not song, because I don't want just one song. Give me an artist that y'all want to hear that we can play while we talk today. Woo, child. It's already got my head like, woo, floating in this mug. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. As the folks come in, peace and blessings. How y'all been doing? How y'all doing? Drop any artist suggestions that you have that y'all want to hear. If you don't get your tail. Whew. I gotta take it in my daggone self. Get my shoulders. My double chin. Peace and blessings, folks. Peace and blessings. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Sorry, I'm getting my energy straight in this place. Is it? Here we go. Can you hear me when I'm talking? Queen, can you hear me when I'm talking? Or everything I'm saying is going in and out? I'm over YouTube. Every time I come live, it's something. If I was on here twerking, YouTube will not be going in and out on me. Trust me. But because I'm on here talking some positivity, you know, they want to give me a hard time every single week. I'm just over them. I'm over y'all, YouTube. Queen, can you hear me? I don't know if she can hear me or not. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. I'm going to wait for a response before I click off and come back in, though. I don't know if they can hear me because I'm not seeing anything come up on my screen. I'm over it. I see. I can see somebody's watching, but they're not saying anything. It's probably because, I don't know, maybe they aren't able to type. Oh, okay. Woo, child, I was getting ready to exit out of here because I thought I was talking to myself for a minute. Peace and blessings. How you doing? This month in August, we're going to be doing Oshun in August, y'all. So I decided that every single month, the Red Tent, the Yoni Love Herbals community, will be having a theme of the month. And so with this month, we're focusing on Oshun in August. So it's all about sunflowers and honey and sensuality and sexuality and femininity and everything nice and gushy with the wavy shoulders. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. But yes, that's what's going on this month. So throughout this live, we are going to be talking about different aspects of Oshun. If you guys know about Oshun, I want y'all to chime in and tell me what y'all know about her. Let's share, let's talk, let's discuss. As y'all know that Tuesdays is Rise and Grind. So this is all about, like, if you aren't into coming in and talking while I'm talking or playing music or whatever, for you to tune in and for you to bring your work and for you to just jam and be able to be here when people are asking questions, because the community comes and they ask all kind of stuff from business to sacred sexuality to sensuality, like whatever they come up with, they ask pretty much. Questions about yoni semen, questions about womb health, questions about sex, I mean, whatever. So this is a time, Tuesday Rise and Grind, for me to be able to come and talk to y'all and to share with y'all everything that I know during these virtual office hours. I want to be able to make sure that I'm here and present for my community, and it's not something where you got to try to come and figure out how to get in touch with me or how to ask questions that are pressing questions for you. If you don't already know, you can reach me at my email and my website, which I'm going to put down. So I also found that throughout this time, I have a lot of community who comes and finds me on this Red Tent. And I know that's because my channel is This Red Tent. And if you've been with me for a while, then you know about thisredtent.com. But then I also have another platform, which is yoniloveherbals.com. And that's where everything that's dealing with womb health and the yoni steams and anything dealing with like supplies you need while you yoni steam is all there on yoniloveherbals.com. So I'm going to put both of those websites down. If you have questions about yoni steaming, contact me or come to Yoni Love Herbals and then contact me there, because a lot of people are contacting me on this Red Tent because that's what they know. But I want to make sure that I'm also explaining that I have two platforms for those people who are not aware, so that you'll be able to come and find me. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm on this Red Tent as well, and people who are with me are on this Red Tent as well. But I just want to make sure that I say that. So I don't think my assistant's in here today, which is very interesting. I did it at yoniloveherbals.com or the spread tent at gmail.com. Yeah. I know that's probably like, what the heck? All right. Let's kick the tunes up. So I'm going to kick the tunes up and then I'm going to bring them down. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to kick them up then bring them down. Because I'm getting all kind of notifications. Let's take care of the tunes first. Start out with our usual. And then I'm going to go to Oshun, the group, because, I mean, what better person to play or people to play during this Oshun time? And then we'll go into whatever the hell else comes onto the playlist.
King, you know it. King already, you know it. Top everything, you know it. King already, you know it. My body so got a king body. I gon' shine, bling bling body. Calling on the shots, bling body. Crown on your head, got a king body. Don't live a king, you a king, you know it. King already, my baby, you know it. Top everything, you know it. King already, you know it. Shine already, it's time already. 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 Try to stop it, just say no, no, no. Royalty say that no, no, no. Try to stop it, just say go, 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 go. Bubble up and watch it go, go, go. Be ruler, yeah. Everybody on the conquer, yeah. Every king be stronger, yeah. King the rule them longer, yeah. No matter who you are, real king always be you. Give us the better. I should people my love. Like my body, I say it's like my body. Like your body, I say you like my body. All in your body, I say you got the magic. Like your body, like your body. Don't let a king, you know it. King already, you know it. Top everything, you know it. King already, you know it. My body, soul, got a king body. I gon' shine, bling, bling body. Calling on the shots, bling, bling body. Crown on your head, got a king body. Don't let the king, you a king, you know it. King already, my baby, you know it. Top everything, you know it. King already, you know it. Shine already, time already, shine already, time already, shine already, time already, shine already, time already. Shine already, time already, shine already, time already, shine already, time already, shine already, time already. Try to stop it, me say no, no, no. Royalty say don't you, no, no, no. Try to stop it, me say go, 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 go. Bubble up and watch it go, 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 go. Diamonds don't like this, my intimate job. Come and rest your head, take your crown off. Woke up in the phone, need to take it slow out. Said I'm moving so fast, need to take it slow out. Take it slow out. Take it slow out. Trying to take my baby home. Take it slow out. Remember who you are. Real king always be you. Give her the better. I should pick my love. You sang already, I say you sang already. You sang already, I say you sang already. When you got the remedy, I say you got the remedy. Sang your body, sang your body. Young king with your body, come to your word. Young king with your body, come to your word. Young king with your body, come to your word. Young king with your body, come to your word. Long as a king, you a king, you know it. Stop everything, you know it. You never will, you know it. You know it, you know it. Skin girl, skin just like her.
Peace and blessings. How y'all doing?
Skin just like her. Blessing in your world. I never trade you for anybody listening. She says she really for a boy like me. Don't believe in nothing but the Almighty. Just a little gene and a pure white tea. She never did to ever be nobody wifey. Yeah, she wanna make a pretty but your heart is a mean. Then you like a villain cause she caught in a way. Tonight I am walking away. Time to my mind and I cry, yeah, yeah. Tonight I might fall in love. Depending on how you love me. I'm glad that I'm
Y'all have any questions, drop them. Y'all probably already know what the deal is, but I'm just saying.
She fights it by falling slowly. If ever you are in doubt, remember what mama told me. Brown skin girl, that skin just like hers. Your back against the world. I never trade you for anybody else. The brown skin girl, that skin just like hers. The best thing in the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Always like a trophy when Naomi's walking. She even asked her for the pretty dark skin. Pretty like a Peter when the camera's closing. Drip from the living when my killer's rolling. I think tonight she might pray her pray. Melanin too dark to throw her shade. She minds her business and winds her ways. Roll like 24K. Okay. Tonight I might fall in love. Depending on how you hold me. I'm glad that I'm calming down. Can't let no one come control me. Keep dancing and call it love. She fights it by falling slowly. If ever you are in doubt, remember what mama told me. Brown skin girl, your skin just like hers. Your back against the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Brown skin girl, your skin just like hers. The best thing in the world.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
Wish you could trade eyes with me.
Thank you. Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Skin is glow like diamonds. Take me like the earth you be giving us. To everything alive, baby, know your worth. I love everything about you from your nappy curls to every single curve, your body natural. Skin that was broken, same skin taking over. Most things out of focus, you, but when you're in the room, they notice you. You're beautiful.
This should remind me of something, but I'm gonna wait for the song to finish going. Now I told y'all she was gonna come and want to be in the mix, and yeah, I got a water bottle because I'm training her tail. Yeah, she better get.
They watching me all adore you. The better you are it down. Remember when mama told you. Brown skin girl, your skin just like hers. You're back against the world. I never searching for anybody else. So brown skin girl, your skin just like hers. You're the best thing in the world. I never searching for anybody else.
So, listening to this song and thinking about Beyonce obviously made me think of her song. What was that? I ain't sorry. Where she went into her Oshun energy, and it's funny because it makes me think about how. Thank you, boo. Thank you. It made me think about how everybody sees Oshun as this goddess that's like all sensual and like love and fertility and softness and sweetness, but in actuality she represents, for those who don't know, she represents sweet water, the river. And so like how the water can be flowing real easy and it could be, like a wave, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's real soothing and everything's all happy and go lucky about it. And the next thing you know, the water decides to become a tsunami and is washing out everything. And it just goes to talk about like that energy that's inside of every woman, you know what I mean, that we embody. One minute we have that ability to be in our sensuality and our sexuality and our femininity and all those different things that's like nice and yummy that people love. But then that other second you push us the wrong way. You mess with our kids. Some women, you mess with their men. I mean, whatever, you mess with their money. They coming at you. They coming at you with the old shoe energy. They about to wash shit out. tear stuff up. The wrath is coming through, and it like listen to that song Brown Skin Girl, like it's like, oh yeah, that's when she was all nice and flowing. But when she came out with that whole video album after Jay-Z, did all of his whatever he did, like, yeah, you saw the full opposite side of her. Like, baby, I will get you in check. And I'm aware of the part of me and the ability within me to be able to get all this shit under control. Dealing with me, dealing with you as my lover, dealing with my kid, dealing with whatever. Don't mess with me. Like, and I think, we got to remember that aspect. Everybody be like, oh, we should work on our shadow side and our shadow self, and we just need to like get rid of it and stuff it down inside of ourselves and never, allow that to come out. And oh, we need to heal with it. I believe in balance. Balance says, yeah, I got the sensuality, the sexuality, the feminine energy, the softness and all that kind of stuff. But baby, I also got another side of me, and that's part of what allows real healing to take place. When we can honor the fact that we have both sides inside of us, and we can deal with suppressing. I'm not saying that we should just be like rageful and tearing stuff up and all of that, but what I am saying is it's important for us not to ignore that aspect of ourselves that is very rageful and that does feel like just ripping stuff up, you know what I mean, to honor that, because that's important. And if we don't honor that, it can also, just like, we say, oh, we don't deal with trauma, we don't deal with past relationships, we don't deal with people that's, saying crazy stuff or doing crazy stuff to us, and we just, oh, we're gonna forget that, we're gonna turn the left cheek, right cheek, other cheek, behind cheeks, like we want to turn every cheek to it, act like, oh yeah, it didn't happen. Like, no, we have to honor and pay respect to that aspect of the woman that is the warrior. So like, we're going to be dealing with, I said that Oshun in August, we're going to be having different energies and different goddesses and different aspects of femininity that we're going to be talking about every single month, because I feel like it's important for us to address all of them as women, not to just be focused on one side of ourselves as women, but to honor and pay homage to our ancestors who are very warrior-like spirits, and then the other ancestors who taught that femininity and did all the etiquette classes and show how to walk real straight and proper and push your tits up and like, straighten up your back and all that kind of crazy stuff. Like, baby, we just got to be making sure we in balance. So I just wanted to say that. And I mean, whatever throughout the day that I'm saying, y'all feel free to comment, but this is my song, so I'm turning it up. Okay, I'm turning it up, baby. I'm going to actually start it over because I was running my face.
Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. Joanna, taking on the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey, life, yeah. How you do me like Joanna? Joanna. How you do me like Joanna? Joanna. How you gonna do me like Joanna? Joanna. Hey, Joanna. Hey, Joanna. Joanna. Ay. Hey. How you gonna play me like Joe Babu? How you gonna do me like Joe Babu? Oh, DJ Joe Babu. Yeah, DJ Joe Babu. Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey, life, yeah. How you do me like Joanna? Joanna. How you do me like Joanna? Joanna. How you gonna do me like Joanna? Joanna. Hey, Joanna. Hey, Joanna. 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 Why you do it just like that? I go give you all my loving. Love me too, I love you back. Joanna. You be the man, sugar. like sugar. Oh, hey. Give me your goodie bag, I want your goodie bag, baby.
Hey.
Give me your goodie bag, I want your goodie bag, baby. Big package, hey. How do I manage? Hey, you gon' make me turn savage. Hey, money cause damage. Hey, Joanna, Joanna. How you doing like Joanna? Joanna. How you gonna do me like Joanna? Joanna. Hey, Joanna. Hey, Joanna. Joanna. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, how you gonna play me like Joe Bahu? How you gonna do me like Joe Bahu? Oh, DJ Joe Bahu. Yeah, DJ Joe Bahu. Hey, give it to Dan. Hey, something. Dan, hey, give it to Dan. Good.
So, let's talk about some of the aspects of Oshun. Oshun is represented by, actually, I got a picture. I love this picture. I feel like this is such the perfect description and depiction of her. She has like that mirror above her head where she's like always aware of her beauty. She has those sunflowers in her hair. She has the peacock feathers, which she loves. And peacock is like a damn beautiful behind bird. And it's so crazy, y'all, because I was reading up that the peacock is, the male peacocks are actually the ones that have the most beautiful feathers that like, like do. It's not even the females. I just be like, why y'all got, I guess they got to go through all of those different extra changes to be able to have some fabulous feathers for us to even pay attention to them, honestly. Like, men got to jump through some hoops. And I think it's hilarious that even in the animal kingdom, they got to jump through hoops to be able to get the punani. Like, baby, you don't just walk up on us, okay, and be able to get all of our sweet goodie bag, as the dude just said in the in the video. And she also represents abundance, right? And the whole idea that just like Spirit just told me something. Hold on. Woo. Okay, I'm back. So just like so you know how we go to do those like different rituals dealing with like money and abundance and energy to bring money towards us. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but one of the biggest things that you can do when you're working on money and you're working on like bringing abundance to you is that you write whatever your intentions is and people go and throw it into the river. Now, why do they put it into the river? Because baby, the river is never going to stop flowing. So it's taking a concept and a mind frame that I'm putting into the river exactly what I want to manifest into my life. Never ending, consistent flowing, always going and moving abundance coming towards me. You know what I'm saying? So that just like really said Yala. That just really like confirmation. Sorry, y'all. No, I'm speaking different languages. Anyway, so that just like really made me think of that. Like when I saw this money flowing out and I saw the river behind her and she was depicted like just chilling there, like, yes, baby, I know that I'm feminine and I'm sweet and everything sensual. Like you want me and you want every aspect of me because I'm a goddess and I'm flowing in that energy. Like when I saw that, it just made me think of like, oh yeah, tell them about the abundance, the abundance ritual that you write your intentions in the new moon and you throw that bad boy into the river. Now I'll be taking mine and I'll put it into a glass jar or some kind of glass bottle because I don't want, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be anything wrong with it, but I don't want the words to wash off of my stuff. So unfortunately, I mean, I know people are like, oh my God, you litter? Like, oh, that's so horrible. Sorry, y'all, I do. But yeah, I'm gonna say that I do. And those times, don't come for me, YouTube. Don't come for me, community. I'm just saying, I'm sharing what I do. Anyway, I put it into a jar and I put it into the water. Another thing that you can do is take a big bowl of fruit, right? Like oranges and I mean, maybe not so much grapefruits and lemons, but I'm going to say grapefruits and lemons because I think every citrus fruit is loved by Oshun. So you take all of your oranges and you get a fresh dozen of sunflowers and you put them into your bowl, like make it real pretty, real over the top and real pretty and frilly, right? And then you take honey and you just like squirt it all over top of this bowl and you create this big, like magnificent bouquet of yumminess. And then you take it and you just drop your whole bowl that you created into the ocean. I'm into the river. Now, don't come for me, YouTube community, but I'm telling y'all some rituals that y'all can do. I'm telling y'all some rituals. I'm gonna be sharing tags of information throughout this whole entire month, trying to help y'all tap into y'all femininity, y'all divine energy, and all those good things. When you dealing with issues in your relationship, when you dealing with issues with fertility, when you dealing with issues with your money and your abundance, baby, go to Oshun. And when I say go to Oshun, for those of you who are like, oh my God, I only, praise God and I only worship God. I don't have no, I'm not saying nothing against that. What I'm saying is, you know how you call on, I like to think of the Orisha and the goddess and God energies that they call in the Yoruba tradition. I like to think of them as angels. You know how when you're Christian, you call on Archangel Michael or Archangel Raphael or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve at that time. That's the same way I think about these different energies and aspects that goddess energy. Now, I know that I'm gonna get in a second. I'm gonna finish what I was saying. So that's the same way that I think about these different goddess energies. I think of them as a helping agent for me to be able to achieve whatever it is. But with everything, there is a flow of energy. So when you're calling upon and asking for help from different energies, there has to be a reciprocity to that. You don't just take and never and give. You know what I mean? So that's why you take the honey and maybe you just take a whole, if you don't want to put the plastic in there, you literally take the whole thing of honey and just squirt it down into the river. Or you take oranges and cut them open and you can like squeeze out the orange, the inside of the orange, like, when you slice it, squeeze out the inside of the orange and drop that into the ocean. I mean, it's biodegradable. It's some animals going to enjoy it. Some deer is going to be, I told them, some deer is going to be on the side of the road and they're going to freaking enjoy the fruit that's going to wash up on the side of the river. And actually, when those offerings or those things that you're giving to nature are eaten by other animals or eaten by insects or eaten by like a deer that's on the side of the river, now you're taking your energy and you're providing life. You got to think about the energy that's flowing to this. You're taking an orange, you're putting you're saying, okay, most high, I'm asking the divine energy of Oshun to help me as I'm walking towards this path of fertility. I'm asking to be able to conceive. I want to be able to bear children. I've been bearing all of this time, or whatever the heck is going on. You take that orange, after you set all your intentions, you pour some honey over top of that bad boy, go to the river and squeeze that orange into the river, like I said, and drop the orange in. Then imagine after you set all of your intentions into this orange and you set all, like you put your prayer out there and you put your offering down into the river for that energy of, I want this stuff to flow towards me. I want there to be no stopping. I mean, even the rocks inside of the river don't stop the river's flow. They get washed over. Like there's nothing that stops the energy of the river. Nothing. That means that whatever your prayers are that you're putting down into the river, they're going to be flowing from now until eternity. When you are dead and gone, they still going to be flowing in the river, like straight up, to be able to deal with and help your legacy and your offspring and everything that you're praying about. So anyway, when you take this orange and you drop it into the ocean, imagine now the prayers that you put into there, asking for the Most High to give you and to pour into you. And some deer on the side of the road walks up onto the side of the river and they eat a piece of this orange. Now the life force and the prayer that you put inside of this orange, asking for help is now being eaten by another living thing, is being carried on and given more life because you're helping that deer. And I know this all sounds crazy, but this is how energy works. You're helping that deer to be able to sustain its life and to go further. So now you're like, oh damn, my orange wasn't just an offering to the ocean, it became an offering, peace and blessings, it became an offering that was given to a deer that extended life. So like as we're dealing with all of this divine feminine energy and this ocean energy throughout the month of August, and we're talking about these different aspects, I want y'all to think like beyond what y'all see like on the media, like, oh yeah, Beyonce was in her ocean energy when she made that song I Ain't Sorry and all these other different kind of songs where the river was flowing behind her and crashing over stuff. I mean, yes, those are all aspects. Can I use a crate to yoni steam? Yes, baby, you can. Peace and blessings. I'm so happy you're here. We just actually got done talking. I just like got done sharing some tips about a fertility ritual that you can do. And I know that you're, getting ready to work on, conceiving. Hey, I haven't seen you in so long, Miss Renee. How you doing? I'm so excited you're here. Peace and blessings. So I was just sharing this energy of Oshun because this month is Oshun in August event. Okay, and this is Oshun. If you're not familiar with her, I was just explaining to them about the mirror that's in the background and how that deals with being able to see your beauty, right? And even a reflection of what's not beautiful for you to be able to do the shadow work and to be able to fix it. The peacock flowers that represents the beauty and the elegance of the bird, and she loves birds. The sunflower in her hair, the money flowing into the river. And I was talking to them about like when we're doing these different rituals or prayers, whatever you want to call them, towards your abundance, and you're doing these different rituals and prayers towards manifesting fertility, because I know there's a lot of people in my community who are coming to me about being able to conceive and being able to become more fertile. I was telling them something that you can do. So I was explaining to everybody that Oshun is the energy of femininity, sexuality, seductiveness. She deals with fertility as well. So when you're trying to get pregnant, you can call on this energy. And I know that a lot of people go back and forth about calling on these different goddesses or gods in the Yoruba and different traditions. But I was explaining that I like to think of them very much like archangels. Like we can call on Archangel Michael or Archangel Raphael in these different circumstances for things that we want. And it's the same exact energy, just put into a different name from a different tradition. All of this stuff is the same. There is no difference between any of these spiritual practices, whether you're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, whatever you are, Hindu, it's all the same. And I know some people going to come for me in my community, and that's fine, but this is my belief and this is what I'm sticking with. So I believe that it's a mirror of everything. There's only one God. We are only all worshiping one God. Whatever way you decide to worship him, that's upon you, but there's only one. So when we start talking about these different energies, I don't want y'all to get hung up so much on the person I'm talking about, but talk about the energy. So the energy of Oshun is that she likes sweet fruit, like oranges. And I was saying I even use grapefruits and lemons for her. And she likes honey and she likes milk. She likes the peacock. Of course, she likes sweet perfumes. And so when you go in and you're doing these different rituals, prayers, whatever you want to call them, asking for the Most High to help you become fertile, one thing that you can do is you can take an orange, a fresh orange. You slice the orange and you pour honey over top of it, and then you go to the river and you squeeze that orange as you're saying your prayers. You squeeze that orange into the river, and you're setting your intentions. You're watching this juice of the orange flow down into the river. Peace and blessings for whoever's coming in. You're watching this energy of the orange flow down into the river, and you're putting all this energy like, yo, I want to. Oh, okay. I know that's right. You take the orange and you squeeze it in, and as you're making your prayers and you're setting your intentions, you're asking the Most High, I'm asking you that you take this energy of barrenness, this energy of not being able to conceive the child that I want to carry away from me. I believe that my body has a divine ability and purpose to be able to procreate and recreate. That's what I was made to do. I'm a woman. Like I'm asking you to heal my body, heal my womb, and help me to conceive this child that I'm asking for. I'm asking that as I'm pouring this juice of this orange and this honey into the river, that may my energy never stop flowing towards helping me to be able to create whatever it is in my life and my purpose that I'm here to do. May my ability to conceive children never stop flowing. May my abundance never stop flowing. May you always pour into me each and everything that I'm supposed to have in this life and in the next. And may you continue to provide for my children and for my offspring and for my family members that are to come, generations and generations and generations after me. May you bring all of it to be at their foot and at their feet, and that they may be able to continue to walk in their purpose and that they will never go astray. I mean, go and you be praying to the Most High, right? So after you do this, you drop this orange that you've cut up and the honey that you've cut, that you poured over top, drop it into the ocean. And I was explaining to them that in this picture, like, you can see how these coins are flowing into this river. It's literally representing that abundance never stops. She is the energy of sweet water, but that money flowing into there is because you go to her when your money is tight. When your money is not flowing the way that you want it to, you can go to Oshun. And so when you go to this energy and you do these prayers and you drop your orange into the river, it's going to flow down the river. But imagine a day that one deer walks up to the orange and takes a bite of the orange, and now all of those prayers and those intentions, because remember, everything is about energy, all of the prayers and the intentions that you put into the water and that you put into this orange and everything that she's praying for is now helping to extend the life, because all of this is about giving life to what you're praying about. It's extending the life of something that God has created, the Most High has created. And when you take that and you think about it on what it's doing for the energy of what you're praying about, it's continuing on the energy of what you've been praying about, what you've been asking the Most High for help for. It's like one of the biggest rituals or practices, whatever you like to call it, that I do when I'm looking for something to flow towards me. I go down to the river because the river is always flowing, it's never stopping. There's nothing that can stop the river. We also talked a little bit earlier about how the ocean's energy is, or the river's energy, and it's funny because in Yoruba land, in West Africa, they don't see a distinction between a river dealing with like Yemanja and Oshun. All of it is dealing with rivers. They don't like separate. We here in America and a lot of the Santeria practices make a distinction between the river and the ocean being Yemanja, the river being Oshun. But in Africa, a lot of times you will hear them and a lot of other goddess energies talked about when you're talking about the river, Yemanja, Oshun, and a lot of other ones. But anyway, getting back to what I was just saying, I just think that, as we're working on different aspects of fertility and we're working on different goddess energies and we're tapping into these different parts of ourselves that we haven't like maybe tapped into in a long time, it's good for us to talk about all these things. So any information y'all have or that y'all know about Oshun, feel free to drop it. It is an Oshun in August sales event. So all of the fertility blends and postpartum blends and waist beads will be on sale the entire month of August. I'm going to be running different sales. So if you're interested in any of those blends, make sure that you're going to the website and you're checking each week because the sale is going to fluctuate and different things are going to be on sale. Things are going to be added in dealing with fertility, dealing with postpartum care, dealing with femininity. There's going to be different products added in throughout the entire month, because I'm just like, we need to start really paying attention to some aspects of ourselves as women and start to talk about them. One more thing, and then I'm gonna turn the music up. I think that a lot of times people have this idea that the goddess is only soft and sensual and sweet and honey like, and that's not true. That we all have that aspect of ourselves where, baby, we will come through and we will wash out some stuff. Mess with my child. A lot of women, you mess with their man, mess with their money, mess with their household, mess with their business, like mess with anything that they territorial about, it's going down. So like we can't suppress our shadow side, our shadow selves and our shadow sides. We have to be able to honor that and totally pay attention to it, because if not, it also causes an imbalance that causes dis-ease in the body, which then causes a physical disease. So if you're a woman that's been suppressing your sexuality all your life, suppressing your need to express your femininity, suppressing your ability to love on yourself and like honor yourself through self-care and self-love rituals, it's a problem. And so that may be one of the things that's creating the imbalance in your body that's causing the physical disease. So just something to think about. I'm gonna go to some more Oshun music and shut the hell up until y'all come with some questions. I just been running my mouth this whole time. Man, an hour's almost over. That's crazy. So I'm going back to this tune because I like it. Yeah. Bonnie, at Marsha, did you want to share anything with us about the crate? Did you have any specific questions? You can use a crate, sis. What I would be careful though about with the crate is that I would drop a long skirt. Just like you would with yoni steaming on all sides of the crate to make sure that no steam is coming out from those other areas. So if you could find some kind of way to entrap the steam other than what is going to be directly underneath your bottom, like that top portion of the crate, or those other sides, if you could find a way to block in the steam, that would be better, so that you're not losing all the steam from your yoni steaming and getting cooled off quicker. Also, did you get a chance to try the samples? Because if so, I want to know if you liked them or didn't like them. I'm open to all criticism, whether it's corrective or positive or whatever. I want to know, like, did you get a chance to try it? Yeah, turn up the tunes. Love is what I feel. He holds me tight. So, I'm not sure. I would suggest. I don't know what your weight is, Miss Renee, and oh, okay, cool. I don't know what your weight is, so I would actually suggest, yeah, I would suggest, what I was going to say is I would suggest getting a crate, but then taking a crate and placing, how do I say this? Like, if you have I don't have something to explain. For lack of a better way to explain it, if you had like something that would create a barrier from your weight totally being placed on the inside of the crate and more like around the rim. So ideally a piece of like 2x4 or something similar to that on both sides of the crate. So that you can create a frame to sit on top of, so that your weight is not directly sitting on top of the inside of the crate. Because I know what her fear is that if she puts her weight onto the inside of the crate, that it might go through. So I'm thinking that if you were to create some kind of barrier, whether it's 2x4 or plywood or something like that, that you sit on top of it on both sides and your weight is placed on that. Yes, she is. Your weight is placed on that opposed to the inside and the center of the crate. Something else that you can use, and I don't know, like if you can find this at like a Goodwill or something around you, but you can use a hospital chair. Like I suggest that to a lot of women. Like they have like hospital chairs, you can use those, and then you can also use the toilet method. And I'm gonna go get my bowl real quick. All right, so okay. So take you a big bowl. These are going online for those women who don't have these kits, okay? And you're like trying to figure out how the hell to do this. Take a big bowl, take this metal bowl, put it in the inside, and drop this thing down into the seat of your toilet. It's the easiest thing that you can do until you're able to get all of the supplies that you need. Like, you don't have to have a special yoni steaming chair and all of that kind of stuff. Start your healing process now, sis. Take a bowl, and I say metal. If you have glass, that's fine as well. But I say metal because you don't want. Oh, okay. So you don't. So after you like heat it up the first time, it should be hot enough. Like it should be hot enough for it to go into a bowl. And if you sit yourself on top of it directly, you're probably going to steam your bum. I mean, you're probably going to burn your bum like immediately. So you even have to sometimes give it a moment to cool off a little bit. Like you want it to still steam, but believe it or not, the herbs will continue to steam after you pour them into this. And that's why I talk about metal, because metal is going to hold the heat of the yoni steam. It's not going to allow it to cool down. So you take this, drop it down in the center, and then put this whole thing down into your toilet seat and drop your toilet seat over top. And so you're literally this is not even touching the water. This is going to be entrapped in the seam of your toilet. Like this is going to be the rim of your toilet. I said the seam. The rim of your toilet is going to be around here, and it's going to prevent this from even touching the water. Because I know some of y'all are probably like, ew. It's going to prevent it from touching the water. Drop a metal bowl down in the inside, and then you'll be able to do it. She said it can hold over 200 pounds for those who are interested. But that's just another thought for anyone who doesn't have all of that yet. Yeah. Coconut water, child. Any more questions, folks? Word. Probably way stronger than what they used to be. I don't think it's going to break, dear. I don't. What I think that you may have an issue with is the comfortability of it. I would find some kind of way to take one of those. You know how they have those like $5 airplane pillows that you can get like at Five or Below or whatever, and you take it like snaps around your neck. I would take one of those and sit them on a seat, because I can imagine your butt's going to be in pain when you get up. And the reason why I say those pillows is because it has the hole already in the inside. My biggest thing, if you're using a crate, is that you want to make sure you're entrapping the steam so that it's not all being released, other than the fact that you have on a long skirt that's flowing all the way down to the floor. So yeah, take one of those airplane pillows, drop that bad boy on the top, sit your butt down on that, and that'll create the cushion that you need around the crate, and then you'll be able to just find some kind of way to entrap the heat on all four sides so that you're not losing the steam. But again, for those sisters who are not able to get down, because a crate is pretty low down to the floor, and that's my other thing. Like, I know I have mixed community here, so I'm not trying to tell all of y'all to get down onto the floor. If you're not a sister who can get down that far and stay there for 20 or 30 minutes comfortably, I suggest the toilet, because the toilet is going to allow you to be able to sit down on the toilet seat that's comfortable, and you can literally just bend over and your yoni is going to flower open. So when you're sitting like straight down on your bottom, it closes up, but when you bend over a little bit, it flowers open just like this. And so if you're sitting on the toilet but you lean over some, it's going to allow your yoni to stay open for the steam to get in. You can't sit straight down on the toilet, like straight with your bottom flat. You have to bend over a little bit in order for the steam to be able to get up in here. So that's the only thing I also want to say about the toilet, the crate, or any other method. Make sure that you're yoni is open. The other thing that you can do, not to be graphic, but to be graphic, is to literally pull both of your cheeks to the side when you sit down onto the toilet so that you can make sure it's open. You know, for those of us who are plus size, you know, got a little extra cushion for the pushing. All right, I'm shutting up till y'all say something else. I've been talking this whole daggone time. Girl, what is she talking about?
Talking about like, what the fuck, dog? Like, I really do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Really gotta live this, breathe this, be this. Bring up to my days up. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I'm on the path. I'm in my God body, nigga, do the math. And I take a bath in the water. I know I am the daughter of the river of the moon. Blessed by ocean. And bittersweet is coming soon. You can cop that shit on iTunes or Peace Vice at noon. I'm focused. Everything will manifest because I wrote it. I'm hella sweet because I spoke it. Notice I am the sugar honey.
Exactly, a travel pillow.
I'ma be a high priest. You can be a high beast. Keep fighting yourself if you want to. I'ma keep it humble. He called me his bumble. Stay buzzing up my feet. Calling me his queen bee. I'm like, chill, little homie. I'm just trying to preach this the gospel. He like, boo, I got you. I know you a queen. I'm just trying to tune my chakras like.
And that's what I'm saying about a crate. I can only imagine, like, if you got bad knees, if you're a plus size woman, you know, that might have a problem stooping down. If you're, you know, an older sister, it's going to be difficult. It might be a little bit difficult to get down on the level of a crate to be able to stay there for 25 to 30 minutes. So if we can figure out other, you know, that's why I always push the toilet method, honestly, or for you to get a hospital chair. And I know it ain't the most glamorous thing, but shroud that thing with some daggone pretty fabrics and materials and act like it's not a hospital chair. But if you get you a hospital chair, the legs on it are adjustable, so you can literally shorten the leg length and be able to stoop it down enough for your bottom to be lower than your knees, because that's really what it's about, that your bottom sinks lower than your knees, but for you not to be so low that you're uncomfortable. Yeah.
Your hands on my hips, throw me right back to you. I catch that price, give it right back to you. You're in so deep, I'm breathing for you. You grab my brain, touch my back, high for you. Your diesel engine, I'm squirting that oil. Down on the floor till my speakers start to burn. Flip shit, quick slip, hip dip and twisted. In your hands and your lips and your tongue tricks. And you're so big. And you're so big, and you're so crown royal on ice, crown royal on ice, crown royal on ice. Your hands on my hips, pull me right back to you. Catch that buzz, give it right back, give it right back. I'm breathing for you, I'm breathing. You're a diesel engine, I'm squirting my oil on. Flip shit, quick slip, hip dip and I'm twisted. In your hands and your lips and your tongue trick. Something and you something and you
Love it.
Got your own ice, baby.
Yeah. It's not necessary that you go on your knees, sis. It's not. It's not necessary that you be on your knees in order to yoni steam. I know a lot of people talk about that, but you can raise the level. Yeah, hospital chair. You can raise the level of the yoni steaming pot to you, opposed to you lowering yourself to it. You know what I mean? Even if you're using a hospital chair, take a crate and sit the bowl on top of the crate. So now you're lifting the height of the pot up to you, opposed to you lowering down to it. You got to make it work for you, because if you healing your yoni but you get up and your knees is hurting, that ain't a good look. You know what I'm saying?
So attracted to you too. You're so damn good to me, and everything you do, 'cause
Absolutely. Every time I do anything dealing with money and abundance, sis, I'm dealing with Oshun energy. If you're talking about fertility, I have a client that I was working with. Damn, how long ago was that? 7 years ago, and we did some Oshun work and energy, and she has 3 more girls since then. Needless to say, so Oshun is definitely like the energy, but it's kind of like you can't use. So the important thing to remember is that you can't use it one time and that's it. Like, this is not just a everything that we calling towards us is about energy. It's about the consistent flow of energy. So it's going to take us to be consistently peace. It's going to take us to be consistently pushing the energy of Oshun and fertility in our prayers towards what you want to manifest. Manifestation is not just about one and done. It's about what you're doing to compile, kind of like stack pile the energy on top of each other until you get the final thing. Now, I know some people are like, oh, well, they say take your burdens to the Lord and leave them there. I mean, yeah, that's one aspect, but we're talking about building energy towards pushing what it is that you want. You know what I mean? So, in March, like, I know that well, I don't want to say that. How can I say this in a better way? Let me say this. When people are being intimate, okay, with your mate, at the time when you are getting ready to climax, okay, I'm getting ready to drop a tip for y'all. If y'all want to try to manifest some stuff besides dealing with Oshun energy, at the time when you getting ready to climax, it's the time everything that you want to manifest, it need to be in your mind. Take the energy from raise energy from your private parts and your vagina up into your brain, and imagine what it is that you're trying to manifest coming through the top of your crown. I guarantee you won't start to see stuff manifest. The power of orgasm is powerful, and I know I'm supposed to be making videos for y'all about sex manifestation, so y'all got to give me a minute. But we're going to get into all of that because it's dealing with Oshun energy. You got to make sure that you're taking your energy and when you're like dealing with that energy of Oshun and the goddess and femininity and all those kind of things and sweet and honeyness and all that kind of stuff, push your energy from your sexual organs up through your crown while you're orgasming. And it's going to take your energy from a base level, a low vibration, and it's going to explode it. It's going to explode it through the top of your crown and it's going to bring it out to the ethers, like literally. So now not only are you going to now I know, but I know, but I'm talking about, we were talking about some stuff before you came in, Five. So that's how we got onto sex. So if you take your energy and you push it up, I'm talking specifically to Marsha because you was asking, did I know anything that helped like clients in the past dealing with Oshun energy? Yes, I worked with them with manifestation with Oshun, like with the ritual that I told you guys before about at the river. But then in addition to that, we worked on sex manifestation. It's like very powerful. That orgasm, the same way that you're creating a child in your womb, you can create any and everything you want throughout your life. So harboring and manifesting that energy within your womb while you're being sexually stimulated, and then concentrating on that. And I know this is hard because most people is too into like, whatever, and we ain't trying to think about no physical things. But when you're trying to really attain something, take the thought out of your genitals and bring it up. First of all, it's going to allow your orgasm to last way longer. Okay, not to like be, if you PG, get the hell out the room right now. It's going to allow your orgasm to last way longer. You won't be orgasming a half an hour later because you're not just keeping all of your energy in your genitalia. It's rising, and so it becomes a full body orgasm. When you can breathe through your orgasms, that's another thing. Don't like clam up, breathe. Most of us, I know, like most of us tend to clam up, tend to like, like don't do that. Don't like stiffen up, like breathe. Even if you are going through very strong orgasms, make sure you're breathing at the same time because it's going to make the energy flow. It's going to make the energy flow up and out, and it's literally going to do a swoosh all over your body, and it's going to become full body orgasm and not just in your genitalia. First of all, your sex will be so much more enjoyable. Second of all, everything that you want to manifest will be coming to you, and you'll be like, damn, I ain't mean it like this fast. Anything that I'm thinking about manifesting or I want to do, I'm doing some kind of ritual, some kind of action to help push it. I'm praying to the Most High, but I'm doing my part on the physical side too to manifest everything that I want to manifest. So that's the tips. If you got any questions, Marsha or anybody else that's in the room dealing with sex manifestation, y'all can ask them now and I'll get into them. The biggest thing is, like I said, breathing. I think breathing, when you first start, if you're a person that clenches when you orgasm and tense up, breathing is going to allow you to get out of tensing up. The second thing is being 100% okay with your body. Like whatever the hell it look like, baby, don't even care about it. Don't care about no stretch marks. Don't care about no dimples. Don't care about no wrinkles. Don't care about no saggy titties. Don't care about no marks and no scars. Constantly think about what the heck you doing. Take your mind out of. It's so deep because when you're going into the manifestation of sexual manifestation area, you're taking the energy out of your mind and putting it in your genitalia, and then when you reach climax, you're going from your genitalia and bringing it upward. So I know I'm telling you, I'm contradicting myself, and I'm contradicting myself because it's going to take you to put energy into certain aspects of your body during certain periods of your sexual encounter. I hope I explained that very well. I don't know if I did or didn't. Word. Drooling face emoji in this mug. Exactly. Y'all know I ain't got no damn sense. Word. Exactly. Yes. And same thing goes for like, this is not just about people. Oh, I don't know if y'all looked into it, but I had mentioned another episode dealing with oming. Look up the term on YouTube. Oming. It's orgasmic meditation. If you have a partner, you should practice it. But But this is not, and I don't want to make this seem like this is just for people who have a partner that they're like, okay, for the woman who does not have a partner, and I know this is controversial, but I'm gonna say it, for those women who masturbate, right, or men, whatever, that's in this community, those people who masturbate, you can still do the same thing, sex manifestation at the time of climax. This is not just about like you have to be in the sexual action with the person. It's more powerful if the two of y'all are focusing on whatever you want to manifest and bring about at the same time. It now heightens it. But for those of you who like, my dude is going to be totally against this, or he gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy, or like you've been listening to Hadida too damn much, you come to me with some other crazy whatever you about to. I'm telling you what the hell the Lord loves, and that's the truth. And what I'm trying to tell you, community, is if your dude is not into it, that's fine. You can still do it on your own. But for those women who don't have a sexual partner, because I don't want y'all to just think this is just for people who do. If you don't have a partner and you're self-satisfying, I sure will. What I'm gonna do, so YouTube automatically hides certain comments if y'all write them, depending on what y'all say. But what I'll do is directly after this video, I'm gonna get straight into sex manifestation, and I will post a video. I'm probably gonna do it as another live because I think I explained last week it was, baby, the idea of getting on here and editing videos and all of that, and along with everything else that's going on, is very difficult. But if I can go live about a topic and it be there for people to come and watch, is way easier for me. So that's what I've been doing a lot. Even the videos that I'm posting directly after this that I just made thumbnails for are all when they're all done live that I'm just posting, you know what I mean, through a software. So I am going to do one. I will do it directly after this. I've been promising you for a long time, so I'll make sure that I do it directly after this and talk about sex manifestation, give all the tips, and I probably will do multiple ones so that it's not too long, so that I can get into detail about the process. But for, even like I was saying, even for women who do not have a partner that you're doing this with, or a person in this community who does not have a partner doing it with, you can still do sex manifestation by yourself. The thing to focus on is the orgasm, not so much the fact that you have a partner. That's not the important part. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to hear Golden. Sorry. Any more questions? Drop them, community. I'm grateful for y'all. For those of you who are interested, I forgot to mention earlier, I have a Yoni Steaming and Divine Herbals course that's coming up this Saturday. So if you're interested in learning the herbs, the physical and spiritual properties that go into Yoni Steaming, or how to use those herbs to build a deeper connection and to get more healing from them, it's a class going on this Saturday from 11:11 to 1:11. Also on the 5th at 7 p.m., I'm going to be doing community red tent meeting. So if you're a part of the red tent and you're looking for ways to interact, I'm trying to basically figure out from our community how I can better service y'all. So if y'all can hop on Tuesday, y'all can hop on the 5th from 7 to 9. That would be awesome. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of different topics. Whatever y'all bring up, I'm going to look into how I can help y'all with those topics, and then we can move forward. Like, I'll start trying to develop some stuff in, like, dealing with my back office and stuff like that. I think that's it. I'm getting back to work. But baby, where are you? Where are you? 'Cause I gotta find the sweet and true. But I'm cold as I need someone new. 'Cause I'm lonely whenever you're around. 'Cause I'm lonely whenever you're around.
What happened to the wonderful things we had? It seems like you're missing in action. And I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't want to lose this good life, but I ain't scared. And I want to be the only one participating in it. I'm lonely. Never know I got something on my back that I need to get on, baby. The world's been nuts. Just the other day I had to recommend a grown up. Who am I to act this way? But shut up, I'm the boss lady. Busy handling and managing. But oh, when I get next to you, baby, ain't nobody gonna be there but me and you. I can't wait, baby. I've been working so hard for so long. I need to come home. I do. I've been going through some things, feeling all kind of electric in my space. We all running the same race, if you pay something. Scary monsters in every
Is Marsha still in here?
money made like each and every Friday. But baby, I'm me, and I need you.
I wonder if she's still in here. I know it's a delay in this video. I'm asking because I'm wondering if she wants to also learn about waist beads. Like, do you know about waist beads, Marsha? And utilizing them to if you are in here, and utilizing them to for fertility. I'm gonna have to email her because I don't think she's here anymore. I think she went out.
You can get it off right here. Let it know. Get all that whole thing now. Don't worry about it, no, no. I got you, baby. I got you right here. Deep in the bedroom. I got you. Come let me in the back of the car. What up?
Oh. So do you know about using do you know about using waist beads for fertility? If not, I'll make sure I'll post some. I'll make sure I put some stuff up. Okay. Everybody focuses on waist beads as just like waist decoration, but in the motherland, it's used for a specific, like, if you, not that you don't wear waist beads is just something that's seductive for your husband, it is, but it's also seen as a way to encamp and close your womb in prayer. So like there's different ways that you can use waist beads to be able to assist in whatever you're trying to do around your womb healing work. So I'll get into that. I'll get into that. There probably won't be a today video, but I will forward you some information personally dealing with it, and then I'll come back and like make some videos to the community about waist beads and fertility and waist beads and healing and stuff like that. Yeah. Ooh, child, I'm back.
If I could give you the world on a silver platter, would it even matter? Just to be mad at me. If I could find in all this a dozen roses, which I would give to you, you still be miserable. In reality, I'm gonna be who I be, and I don't feel no fault for all the lies that you want. You can try.
I also wanted to check on, so Marsha, I heard through the grapevine that Biden just the other night signed off on some stuff dealing with, if you don't have your vaccination, having to get mandatory, random, almost daily testing, and that there was even some businesses that was getting ready to like fire pretty much everybody that was not vaccinated. What are they saying in New York? Because I know we talked about I don't understand what you were saying. Oh, I heard. Oh, yeah. What were they saying in New York? Like, have you heard anything from your job? I know we were talking about that last week. Have they said anything else? I'm really interested to see how this is all getting ready to play out. And I was talking a lot with my assistant yesterday. Like when we had our meeting, our company meeting, I was talking to her like, we got to figure out some kind of way that we're getting ready to amp up the jobs that's available in this red tape. Because it's getting ready to be, I know that if people are hell bent on not getting vaccinated, like a lot of y'all expressed to me y'all are, and share some of the same thought processes and philosophies that I have, it's going to create a problem. It's going to get to the point where, I'm telling y'all, it's going to get to the point where you vaccinated, go to the right. You're not vaccinated, go to the left. Oh, you vaccinated, you can travel. You're not vaccinated, go to the left. Oh, you're vaccinated, you'll be able to go to the supermarket. You're not vaccinated, stay locked up in your house. Like they're even talking about shutting down for those who are not vaccinated, for you not to be able to go out and about. What are y'all going to do? And this is why I want to have this is why the red tent meeting is important that we can have on the 5th, because this got to be beyond, we got to be thinking beyond the right now and right here. A lot of us are real comfortable being in the present moment with whatever our present circumstance is, and we okay with not having a backup plan. But what's your backup plan? If your job today or tomorrow be like, oh, you can't come here because you don't want to get vaccinated, are you going to A, go get vaccinated and you don't want to, or are you going to B, be like, okay, cool, deuces, I already got a second plan, I'm good, I can take care of me and my kids. 9/10 of our community is not going to have a backup plan, and 9/10 of our community is either going to be A, on welfare. When I say our community, I'm talking about the colored community. They're going to be on having to go through welfare, which I even believe that they're getting ready to try to stump a lot of you getting welfare if you are not going along with their vaccinations. This is getting ready to become a major thing. Like, they're going to start cutting off the different supports and systems that they have in place for people who are not willing to go along with what they say. So it's like, if you're not willing to go along with what you say, then you don't get the benefit of welfare or whatever the heck you might be getting from the government. So if you're not okay with getting a vaccination, then what do we do? Like, what is the plan? Unfortunately, people of color got this habit of being okay, being where we are until our boat come and get rocks, and then we all like running, help me. And then if they cut off welfare, half of the community is going into the street, because there's no way for them to be able to provide if they on cash assistance. It's no way for them to be able to get food. If their children rely on that, they're going into shelters, which are also government ran. So when you land yourself in a shelter that is a government ran facility, 9 times out of 10, now, don't get me wrong, there are some private ones, but they're backed by government assistance, which means that the government is able to regulate what the shelters do, who are private owned and who are helping you and your children when you don't have a way to be able to take care of yourself. What the hell are we doing? And I'm not trying to be funny, but as women, like, we need to be thinking all the time about how the house is getting ready to be ran. I know that a lot of us want to depend on our men or whatever, and I'm not against that. I'm all for it. But by all means, your man sometimes gonna need help too, sis. It's gonna be a rainy day when your man ain't gonna have the ability, or your significant other is not gonna have the ability to be able to come with all the coins. What do you have to bring to the table other than laying on your back, okay, and having a wet? Like, what as women are we giving to our households, to our children, contributing to our relationships that is beyond sexuality? Because everything in society is so sexualized right now. But where the hell is your bank account? Where the hell is your credit? Where the hell is your finances, like with your house? Do you own your stuff, or are you renting? And if you are renting, there's nothing wrong with that, but for how long? What if it came to a day where everybody who was on any kind of assistance that was not coming out of their own means got shut off if you didn't have a vaccine? 90% of 90% of this population is going to shit. So I just want us to be thinking in the red tent beyond what we see in front of us. Nobody saw the pandemic take off, or was expecting the pandemic to take off the way that it did. Nobody thought that they would shut down an entire world, not just country, an entire world for over a year. How many people landed their asses in welfare systems lines? People who thought they were never going to have to stand in a line to get groceries and food had to stand in a line. What are we doing? What are we planning? How are we going to help ourselves out of this? Did y'all get onto the Tuesday Live and look at the hyper fund that I posted last week? If not, y'all need to do it. Are y'all thinking outside the box what y'all escape plan is going to be out of this system? If you are on this system, there's nothing wrong with that, but what's your escape plan out of it? You can't stay on welfare all your life. And I'm a representation of that. It was not. I'm going to tell y'all, sometimes the Most High brings tragedy into our lives, allows things to happen to shift energy and to help you realize you could do it. Up until the point where I went to court, and this is story time. Y'all know I've been doing story time lately in my lives. Up until the point where I went into court with my child's father, I got food stamps. Okay, I'm just going to be real with y'all. I got food stamps. It wasn't until part of his spitefulness was like, oh, okay, I'm fighting you in court. I'm gonna go down to the place and I'm gonna tell them that you don't have my daughter anymore, even though you are the one that's still taking care of her. I'm gonna be the one that says, oh, you don't have her anymore. So when he went down there flashing some court letter that at that time he didn't even have any custody or anything dealing with that, they cut off my food stamps. They cut off my welfare because he went in there telling them something opposite. 90% of the community here, if you have children or anything like that, if your child's father and you're not married to them, or even if you go through some kind of breakup, separation, God forbid, if your child's father goes down to the system and says, hey, I got the child, here goes proof right here, it comes up with some bogus shit, they're going to cut your food stamps off. What are you going to do? How are you going to feed your children? What is your fail-safe plan to get out of the system? I never knew that I can be able to suffice. And I'm being real with y'all. As much as I talk abundance, as much as I talk having my stuff together, it was the first time I was shown the Most High and let some stuff shift in my life where I was shown my own ability to be able to call in my own abundance. So when I talk about using Oshun, when I talk about tapping into that goddess energy, manifesting stuff, whether it's through sex manifestation, the river, whatever rituals you want to do, candle magics, any of that kind of stuff, whenever I talk about all those things, I'm talking about it because this was my real life situation, y'all. I was trying to figure out, how was I going to feed my child from day to day? How was I going to be able to make sure I was good? The only thing that I got from them was welfare. Oh, and health insurance. That's another thing. Okay, if you're not getting food stamps, are you getting health insurance from them? From the government? How are you getting ready to take care of your health? People don't have fail-safe plans. As Black people, we got to stop always being okay with being mediocre. Like, when are we going to get past the mediocrism? So, like, we have to make plans. We have to make provisions. We have to set provisions up in our lives. And if it ain't immediate thing, it's a plan that says in 3 and 6 and 9 months, I'm no longer going to be on welfare because I'm saving up actively every single month. I'm taking $25 out of my paycheck. I'm putting it into an account that's going to yield interest. I'm getting my credit together. If your credit is shit, contact me, please, people. I was a person that when I went into it, once again, this thing with my child's father, I'm telling you, the Most High manifested some great and abundant things for my life. He thought that he was taking me down in every situation. The enemy thought he was coming. Okay, the shaitan, the devil, whatever you want to call him. I don't want to go into church in here, but I'm about to go there. Like, he thought he had one thing planned for my life, but Allah, the Most High, God, whatever you want to call him, had something totally different. My business launched once my child's father went through this custody thing. I got off of welfare and abundance started flowing in once I got into this welfare and child custody thing with my child's father. This house that I'm doing a red tent out of flowed into my bosom fully when I started going through that stuff with him. I started being able to have more control. Why? Because the Most High was shaking up every foundation that I was comfortable and complacent with being. And on top of all of that, my business credit and my personal credit is on the rise. Why? Because it shook foundations. It made me have to figure out what is getting ready to be my fail-safe plan. I call myself a leader in a community. How am I help anybody lead if I got fucked up credit? Excuse me, YouTube. Don't ban me for this video because I'm being real and raw in this, but I'm being real. And I'm sorry, y'all. You'll have to excuse my cursing. But how am I getting ready to help my community if I don't have a job to be able to offer anybody? If I don't have credit that's getting ready to be able to allow me to get out of whatever ditch I'm in? Okay, and have extra rainy day money. If I don't have a fail-safe plan for me and my child outside of their welfare system and their food stamps and their health insurance, what am I really doing? How am I really doing any kind of community leading? I'm not. I'm all talk and no action. So now that the Most High came through and washed my shit away like a tsunami in that child custody case, turn all my family. It literally took a jackhammer to every foundation I thought I had in my life. It literally made me go within. It literally stripped away my child from me. The one thing that I always had that I felt was near and dear to me, that I was never going to lose, I lost, y'all. And it was a real battle. Like, okay, am I getting ready to lose all of my sanity in this? Or am I getting ready to go find me? I got pregnant at 20. I had my daughter at 21. I was married at 20 years old, y'all. I was a baby. Everything that I thought I knew about myself as a woman, I had no idea. I didn't become into my womanness until I went through all of this crap. Because it made me realize, oh, I haven't even begun to tap into my potential as a woman. So don't be comfortable and complacent wherever y'all are. Be adamant about coming up with a fail-safe plan, whether you rely on your man or not. If you do, I commend you. I am clapping for every man who is able to take care of his household. Word up. If your man is providing anything for you, your significant other is providing anything for you, whether it's $1 or $500, pat the man on the back, rub it real hard at night, because trust me, it was a struggle for him, especially men of color. But if you are by yourself, and even if you are with a man, we got to think outside the box. We got to be able to have some kind of footing. So I'm done preaching. I'm sorry, y'all, but if y'all are not already planning on coming on the 5th, please come on the 5th so we can do some real dialoguing from 7 to 9. We're going to be talking about how we can advance ourselves as a community beyond just coming live on here talking about yoni steamers. Oh yeah, I'm healing my womb. Healing your womb and broke. It ain't working. Your womb should be manifesting money on top of money on top of money for you. And if it's not, it's something wrong. So like that's what I'm working on. You know what I mean? I'm working on my energy flow of abundance, keeping that joint flowing all the time. And building financial stability for me and my child, that when the Most High decides that my life is over, then I'm able to have something to leave her behind. That's important to me, regardless of how much of a brat she is. That's important to me. At 12, at 13, at 15, 16, your children can't realize and recognize what financial stability means if you're able to have things in place for them. But once time passes and they get a slap of reality and they realize, oh damn, my mom and dad left such whatever for me, like, oh, that was a good look, they're going to thank you. You know what I mean? So I mean, we killing ourselves and the physical, trying to do all this stuff, but we got to also be building up some kind of plans, y'all. Y'all got ideas, drop them now. Like, if you're not able to come on the 5th, that's fine, but let's drop them now, because I'll take them down and we'll bring them back up on the 5th. How we can, like, advance. If y'all have not already, go check out Hyperfund. Let me see if I can freaking post this thing again. Go check out Hyperfund. It's going down tonight, I think at 7. Kajini, you still here? Kajini, you still here? Getting in my way. Getting in the way of what I'm feeling. My feeling, no. Away. Don't know how much more I can take. Please don't blame if you know what I mean. It's the last of you. Making your face, girl. Better relax yourself. Nobody else. I'm posting the link for Hyperfund. Hyperfund is an opportunity for you to get a membership. You put your money in one time, and it continues to yield for you after your money is in there. You triple what you take out. It's worth looking into for everybody who has not already. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I'm posting the link right now, Queen. Talking about me. I know it's a delay in this thing, so sometimes y'all don't get a chance to answer right away. All is worth $5.99 or something like that. Put your ideas if y'all have them, or start to think about it, and then come back on the 5th. How can we change our current situation beyond what we're doing? How can we provide stability for ourselves? Woo! Heavy behind energy. I'm getting ready to burn some Palo Santos up in this bad boy. I can't even. Got a damn headache talking about that.
This is the last day for the night. Understand it's kinda late. And I gotta get home to my son. He's so special to me. I mean, I gotta see him. I need to breathe him. That's my baby. Don't call me crazy. I love the studio, but I love him more. Let me give you what I got. So
I know that there's a real delay in this.
I'm so blessed.
Because I can see y'all commenting about stuff that I said like minutes before is actually popping up.
Water in my face and everything is in its place. Peace of mind, even my grace. I'm so blessed. Yes, yes, yes. My grandma almost 50, see 92. I'm so blessed. Yes, 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 yes. My son was born healthy.
See what I mean?
I'm so blessed. Yeah, yes.
They taking away our ability to go to the gym. Yo, if they taking away the ability to go to the gym, trust and believe they coming with the ability to go to the supermarket, to go to your church, to go anywhere. And I know y'all, a lot of people are not aware of it, but the word. Oh yes, those are two excellent copies. Now you are you better get. Sorry. She always gotta be in the mix. What was I getting ready to say? Damn, I lost it. Maybe it'll come back, y'all. Absolutely, sis. Absolutely. Bartering and susus. I'm gonna tell y'all. Bartering, first of all, the power of bartering is that you never have to pay cash for anything. If you have a service that someone else needs, you're able to exchange your service instead of cash. Now, in a world where people are all trying to get money, they're like, "Oh, there's no point in doing bartering. That's not cool." But in this world where everybody is bartering, imagine a place where money becomes obsolete. You no longer need money in a community. I can only imagine. You no longer need money. You only no longer need certain, not that you don't need money, but you don't need money for everyday living, because now you have the ability to barter. I have the ability to barter my yoni steams for food at the supermarket, or at the guy down the street whose wife needs yoni steaming and needs womb healing. Or I got the ability to barter my yoni steams for a sister who makes clothing. Or I got the ability to barter my yoni steaming for a sister who does financial services and tax prep. I got the ability to barter my yoni steams and barter whatever other services I have for a sister who, I don't know, creates all the waste beads that I need in my business. Like, you end up, I'm sitting here reading your message and saying never. You end up essentially not really needing money if you exercise bartering. So I think we should create some kind of bartering inside of the red tent. I think that would be what's up. Create an organization and create a whole circle of bartering, a bartering like networking circle. That would be dope as hell. And I think we would be the first online, like YouTube online, at least what I've seen, online community that's doing bartering. What services do y'all have? Marsha, what's your gifts? What's your talents? And I don't want to hear I don't have none, because everybody got something. Kajimni, what's your services? Oh, it definitely causes miscarriages and infertility issues, sis. Lord have mercy. And I'm not ever planning on taking a vaccine, But for those people who are interested in taking it, or who eventually, like, my thing is, if you are a person who's trying to get pregnant, right, and you are trying to conceive, and you're not aware of what it does to the body, then it kind of goes opposite of what you want to do. Because if you're trying to get your body in a place where it can conceive and where you get rid of certain things, and then you're introducing things that you have no idea what those reactions are going to be to the body, it kind of counteracts towards what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? So, and I feel you on that. I totally feel you. Bartering was our way of life. It absolutely was. We didn't need nothing. I gave you my beans and you gave me the lamb's wool. You know, I ain't had to worry about clothing my kids. I ain't had to worry about feeding my children. I ain't had to worry about nothing. In a world where bartering goes excellently, the only thing that we will be paying for is utilities out this mug. Even your living space could be bartered. Even your living space. Like, fathom that, y'all. Imagine building community where we got one whole community and there's nothing but housing for people who barter. Even your living space can be bartered because everybody can give a service or something to the person who owns the land where the houses are that we live. So even the only thing you'll be paying for is electricity. And if we living off the grid in some kind of way, shape, or form, then even that could be ran through taking solar power and all those other kind of things that we don't need a pico for, or whatever y'all are called in New York. And I believe that same thing. They shouldn't be forcing people. But like you said, it's the way to be able to make everybody fall underneath one thing. And for those who are not willing to barter with their health, okay, and bargain with their health, they're going to have issues if they don't have a fail-safe plan. And that's why I want us to discuss what the plan is, because we could talk about the problem all day long, but if we start talking about the plan and how we get ready to start addressing it and start getting something in place, so when they do come with the crap, we ain't caught with our pants down. I'm a firm believer in planning, baby. I gotta have a plan. Now, it might not go the exact way because the Most High is the best of planners. We plan, but the Most High is the best of planners. But if I got a plan in action and it deviates a little bit, I can always steer it back to be back on course. But if I don't have no plan at all, that means I'm gonna be tossed around and thrown wherever the heck life takes me, and I don't want to live like that. Yeah, so it bothers me a lot, and that's why I want us to start having red tent meetings. Marsha, what skills do you have? Kajimni, what skills do you have? Stephanie, what skills do you have? And whoever else is in here, what skills do y'all have? Word. I'm turning this up. I'm going back and I'm turning it up. It's my girl. Yes, we got that energy. Carlos Santos. Whew, shit, it's all heavy. Okay. So we got a sister who can do computer work. She could do administration work. I love it. Kajimni, what's your skill? Stephanie, what's your skill? Who else is in here? Because I can see there's more than 3 people. Okay. I know that's right, sis. Word. I remember you were saying that. Shoulders, back straight. Never slumping. I'm waiting. I ain't letting this go. Kajimni, what's your skill? I'm putting you on Front Street. Stephanie, what's your skill? You still in here, Steph? Who else is here? Because this thing is telling me 5 people are here. I don't know if it's 5 people in here or not. But more than 3 people that's talking. Administrative assistant, makeup artist, motivational speaker. Okay. Kajimni. Who else is in here? Fibes, you still here? What's your skill, Fibes?
Send this to it. I know I'm gonna say some things. I know you're gonna say some things. That we both gonna need to say. Like, how
Amazing.
amazing. How
Amazing.
when you switch led
My limbs cross continents. Word.
love my bed.
Way over mountains. Peace. Fibes, what's your skills? We talking about what we can basically contribute to be able to move our community forward. Complex society.
You're just running across my mind. Across my mind.
I mean, I was waiting.
Just running across my mind.
You forgot one, Queen. Financial services.
I was just thinking about you and wondering what you're doing.
I mean, what you been up to?
I know it's all feeling so slow.
Who else is in here? Because there's only been 3 people and it's showing me 6. So there's somebody else in here that's not talking. But like, what's y'all skills? We trying to figure out how we can barter for services. If there's something that you need that's on the list that somebody does, let's do this. And I want y'all to put y'all stuff forward because in reality, I'm excited about the peace walk. I plan on being here because I'm not working. I mean, other than for myself. Yes. If y'all are planning on not being able to attend on the 5th, then if y'all drop y'all stuff, then anybody who shows up on the 5th, I'm going to put y'all information and y'all's services and what y'all do out there. Yes, you do. Don't tell me you ain't got no skills. First of all, peace walks are needed. I don't know if y'all, well, y'all probably don't know, but Fibes is really big in the community dealing with peace walks, and he's a mentor to the youth. If you have a child, I'm going to speak for what your skills are. Don't tell me you ain't got no skills. If you have a child who is astray or you dealing with any kind of issues with the youth in and around your family, Fibes is the person to go to. He deals with mentoring youth, and he deals with anything centered around getting them on track. That's his passion, making sure our youth stays on track. And I feel like that's something that's really, really important, because if we don't have somebody that's keeping our youth intact while we're also dealing with all the adult issues that are going on, then our youth is going to go astray. 9 times out of 10, while the mom is focused on getting herself together and she out doing her kids are somewhere else doing some crazy stuff. So you need a person like Fibes in the community who's getting ready to bring them back and put them back on course and make sure they stay on course. So he's really big in the community with the youth, but then also with the peace walk. So, and I feel like that's dope, because the idea of people of all different nationalities and backgrounds coming and joining for one common cause is powerful. The energy that's put behind it is powerful. Whether you got one person marching or you got 15 million, it's powerful. So, the red tent is going to support Fobs in his peace walk, just like I'm trying to support and tell all of you guys about Hyperfen with the Sister Kajimni. If there's anything that Marsha is doing specifically that you want help with, come to her. Dealing with security or anything, surrounding that, maybe administrative help, talk to her. Steph on here is Bunny Beats, my assistant, excellent behind makeup artist. If you into any kind of photo shoots or you doing anything for your business or your brand or whatever, she can hook your face up, baby, have you looking like somebody you never even imagined in the mirror. Beat that face down, which is why she's called Bunny Beats. So, I feel like it's really important that we support each other in everything that we're doing, and I plan on always pushing that, so that we can be able to get out of this rat race of constantly chasing money to provide all of our needs. If we had a bartering system available, we'd be solid. Yeah. I'm gonna say you ain't got no skills.
And special. You're different and special
in every way imaginable. Of course.
You love me from my hair follicles to my toenails. You got me feeling like the breeze.
No problem.
Free and lovely and green.
Oh, when you touch me, I just can't control it. Don't forget, y'all, if y'all know somebody who's keep running my face. If y'all know somebody who's interested in learning herbs or anything dealing with herbs surrounding yoni steaming, tell them about the class that's going down at 11:11 to 1:11 this Saturday. We have community yoni steaming and meetup for the new. It's not the new moon yet. We have community yoni steaming coming up this Friday from 7 to 9 as well. And Ashe and all those good other affirmations. So we have on the 5th, we will be having a red tent meeting as well on the 5th from 7 to 9. We got a lot of stuff going on this week, but it's all so that we can figure out a way that we can heal ourselves, heal our communities, and then push whatever it is that we're doing. Okay. We got 1 more minute, and I'm getting ready to go into my Sierra. But I will be back on here right after this to do the sacred sex manifestation. Get some juicy shit. Woo! After this, we will be playing some Sierra Level Up. Make sure y'all are enjoying y'all day to the utmost. And also, in addition to enjoying your day to the utmost, make sure that you are constantly thinking about the sweet aspect of yourself that is also known as that Oshun energy, the part of your wisdom that allows you to use the honey and the milk and the juiciness of yourself opposed to your wrath and your vinegar. Honey catches way more flies than vinegar, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all got a nasty attitude and y'all's energy is like vinegarish, it makes your pussy sour. Like, who want a sour pussy? I'm just trying to say, y'all, I'm just being real today. So, if you don't want your pussy being sour and being all whatever, make sure you are tapping into your Oshun goddess energy, okay? Thinking about the honey that flows throughout your body, calling in that sexuality and sensuality. Do some womb rolling and some hip rolling. Turn on your sensual music. You know what I'm saying? Go in. Love on yourselves. Do some yoni steaming. Put on y'all stuff for when y'all significant other come home. Be laying in the bed like, yeah, what you want? Oh, you was coming to see me? I'm here. All of that sweet stuff. Exactly. But lay out on the bed with something real cute that they ain't never seen before. Just be like, I'm feeling myself. All the honey is flowing throughout me. Yes, it is. Put on your voice. Put your hand up. Be real elegant and soft. No yelling at the kids. Because remember, word like this. Listen. Put on y'all's sweet energy so that y'all ain't yelling at the kids. Because if y'all yelling at the kids and y'all fussing and y'all running around after them and y'all beating them all day, if y'all doing all that kind of craziness, then it's gonna turn your pussy sour. I'm trying to tell you. So you gotta make sure that you're keeping your yoni nice and sweet. So all day, instead of yelling, be like, go sit over there, sit down. I'm using goddess energy. Sit down. You will listen to your mother. Everything make it all soft and sensual all day long. So it tastes real sweet. Just trying to tell y'all something. All right, let's put on some Sierra. I'm done cutting up with y'all. Woo! Word. Yes. Had the honey flowing all throughout me.
Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all your time. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all your time. Them no mistakes are gone, I won't do them no more. There's no news, there's news, I done it there before. I turn up into something, I come back on 100. Let's talk it, more action, you just go see coming. I just keep elevating, no loss is just upgrading. My lessons made blessings, I turn that into money. They gotta never settle, this view is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me as a prayer, nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let go! Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
Yes. Thank you, sis.
So yummy, where you want this yummy, yummy all your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. Oh, so yummy, oh, so yummy, where you want this yummy, yummy all your tummy. Hey, crazy drop like wait, team love don't want no hate. I'm riding, I'm shining, up on my way. They gotta never settle, this view is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me as a prayer, nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let go! Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all your time. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all your time. All this sounds so level, on another level, elevate your level, level, graduate your level. There's no one on it, nah. Hey, all this sounds so level, on another level, elevate your level, level, graduate your level. There's no one on it, nah. Hey, level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy.
I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Y'all hear the cat? Peace and blessing. Ooh, I'm gonna let this play because this is definitely ocean energy. And then I'm going off.
Give me some.
Come say hi. You wanna be in this? Say hi. No, look. Say hi. Say hi. I see my little lion. Gotta be in the mix all the time. My little lion. Oh, you just walk my way. Tell me how it's looking, baby. Just tell me how it's looking, baby. Do this all you, baby. Just take it. I'm stretching my joints, child. Tell me how it's looking, baby. Drop the bass, main the bass, get lower. Radio stay speed it up. I just go slower. I like trouble. Pumping on the beat. The man ain't ever seen the booty like this. My name rolling up the tongue. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all know I ain't got no damn sense. I love my community. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all of you that come here every single week and those who drop in differently every single week. Make sure y'all stay tuned in for the ocean energy and everything we're going to be discussing coming soon. Peace.